Welcome to the making of a DM. Does curiosity kill the cat or make you wealthy? You decide. On today's show, I'm going to break down some insights about curiosity that might change your mind. So with that said, let's get started.
I'm more Kevin's deal. I'm more Kevin's deal. I'm here to help and teach him what I know and how I did it. To discover freedom. There ain't no question more Kevin's when he step in the door. He's closing deals. It's time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker. But I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker.
Hey there, it's your boy Mark Evans. DM. What a beautiful day over here in Minter/Kirtland Hills, Ohio. Sitting on the bench, overlooking the ravine. Hey, appreciate you guys being here. And again, thank you. Last show about giving my father the Corvette. I've had so many amazing people reach out to me and say thank you and congratulations on sharing it and all that good stuff. And again, I'm just sharing. I'm not trying to brag in any way, shape, or form. And I know you guys know that. That's why I'm getting all these amazing comments and amazing 5-star reviews over on iTunes and Amazon. Get over there and leave your review for Meconomy. If you haven't got your book yet, please get that Meconomy, where 100% of the profits go to charity. Today's show, I want to share some insights with you guys and gals about true business ownership. I've owned many, many companies. I've been in business over 25 years. Yes, 25. Some of you listening, I'm older. I've been in business longer than you've been alive. It's been a journey, and I've learned a lot. And the truth is, I've probably forgotten more than most even know. I'm not saying that in an arrogant way. It's just I've been in the game a long time, and I look forward to another 100 years of it, and always learning. And today's show, what I want to talk to you about is something I've been doing my whole life. And I've always heard people say this term. I've actually written about it in some of my books. I'm always interested about how people say curiosity kills the cat. Truth is, curiosity's made me fucking wealthy. I'm very curious. So, I believe the people that say curiosity killed the cat. The problem is they're hanging out in the wrong areas with the wrong people, being curious on the wrong shit. I'm curious about human nature. I'm curious about why products sell faster than others. I'm curious why some people are successful and some aren't. I'm curious why people are happy and some aren't happy. I'm curious why people can't get along with others, but other people magically can just get along with anybody and everybody. I'm very curious. And then I stop and think about it because I have that whole thought audit stuff I do. I've talked to you guys many times about that. And I ask myself should everyone own a company? Could anyone ever own? I used to say yes. The truth is most people don't have the fucking mental fortitude in their left pinky, let alone their whole body, to run and manage people. Unfortunately, I've seen all sides. And I have partners, and I could talk on this intelligently because I have fucking 200 plus partners in multiple companies. And I see the way some of these dickheads respond to people. They're very rude, condescending. They think they fucking know everything. And then I start digging deeper. Okay, maybe I'm just being a dick, right? Maybe they have some clout to this. And I'm not saying some of this stuff, it's about presentation, right? It's about the way you talk to people. And I'm very interested in that. I think some people literally get a boner talking shit to people in a negative way. Like it's like the guy or gal that is very rude to the server, but very nice to the owner. And I see this firsthand. I actually have about 3 clients right now, 3 partners that I'm in the process of about to fire. I've already contacted my lawyer. I don't dick around with that stuff. We don't talk bad to day-to-day people. We don't say mean things. We don't cuss at them. We don't talk shit. Listen, they're there to help you. They're there to help build your brand, build your business. They can't be there. Like, they're hardworking people. And I'm not saying all, but we've hired great people. And unfortunately, some people, like I said, just get a massive hard on being mean. And I don't even know if they know they do it. That's what's even crazier to me. I mean, you genuinely can't know you're this big of a dick and keep being a dick like this. And one guy comes in mind in particular, and he always brings up money. And, like, oh, man, fuck, if this ain't work, if you do this, my reputation, and, just send money back. Well, we're many months deep. The money, like, what are you talking about? Why are you talking to people like that? And then he continues on, and I look at this, and I'm like, I just want to see how big this guy is, how big of a partner he is. And then I go in his account, and he's the fucking one of the smallest partners out there. And then I ask myself, I wonder if there is congruency to why he's so small time. See, the thing is, I remember, and I'm talking about myself here, I used to be different when I was small time. I come from a place of fear. I was very antsy. I was very anxious. I was very overwhelmed with a whole lot of nothing. Like, this guy maybe has 25 grand in the bank. Maybe. So back then. And I was just scared. I was talking to people. I wasn't talking to people. I was telling people what to do. I wasn't never talked to people. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of my way. I got this. Like, I never allowed people to grow with me. I always pushed them to the side and just took control. Talk about this in Magician vs. Mule. It was a very immature activity on my part. And this is exactly where these people are. All three of them, again, curiosity. I'm curious as to why they talk to people this way. And then I go and see how much they're doing in business, and it's very little. All three of them. And they all think they're king dinglings. And in my world, that's a no-go. Again, treat everyone with respect. Talk and be nice to people is key. Not to say once in a while we don't get antsy. That's part of the life. But, I'm very aware when I'm that way, and I'm very conscious of it. And I try not to be that guy. But the thing is as I'm sitting here overlooking the ravine, I'm very curious. I'm curious why some people are successful and others aren't. I'm very curious why money can find some people's bank accounts and it almost eludes others like it's the plague. I'm genuinely curious. See, the thing is a lot of people that look like they're doing well aren't doing so well. I know. I get the calls. I've helped many, many high-level people. Unfortunately, I've helped some people get so big, and then they think they're too big for their own britches, if you will, and then I start seeing them go off the line and saying shit that's not true. And I know it's not true, factually not true. And, oh, man, I'm a relationship guru. Well, why the fuck you cheating on your spouse every day? What are you talking about? And then, no, I love my partner. We're together for many, many years. And, dude, just because you're together doesn't mean you're a relationship expert. Now, I'm not saying relationships are easy or whatever, I'm just talking truth here. I see people skew these lines as they get bigger. And, not everybody, of course, but like a couple people. And I'm curious as to why they do it. And oftentimes I think it's because they feel like they're living in the shadow of another individual. The demons are creeping up. See, we know success and money only enhances who we really are deep down inside. When the lights are off, we're laying in bed, and it's only us. We're in the bathroom, fully naked, looking in the mirror. That person looking right back at you is the culprit. As I'm curious to see why this is the case. This is thought auditing, guys. Thought auditing will set you free. Thought auditing will open your eyes to another dimension, if you will. What is success? Do successful people rip people off? Yes or no? See, the thing is I talked about, I'm going off on a little tangent here, but I was sitting here taking a leak one day in the master bathroom. And all my bathrooms actually have this feature, and I love it. And that feature is non-slamming toilet seats. I know It sounds crazy. I get excited about little things in life, clearly. I can literally take a leak, put the toilet seat down, and it just goes down gently. My son can run in there, and back in the day, he would be slamming the seats around, right? But now they just go down ever so gently, and you don't hear a peep. And I sit there, and I'm so fucking grateful for the individual that created that. I'm so thankful, for real. I'm not joking. I'm being serious here. And I hope they're fucking stupid wealthy from it. I really do. I hope the person made a lot of money. And by the way, if you know whoever invented that, please let me know. I'd love to meet them. And because, again, they solved such a... It sounds like a simple thing now because it's solved. Just like toilet paper, just like toothpaste, just like toothbrush. Simple shit. But he really, like, it's something that drives me nuts. And I don't even know what they cost, but I bet you they're probably 50 to 100% more than a regular cheap toilet seat. And until you've ever had a toilet seat that doesn't slam, I don't know about you, for real. When I hear a toilet seat slam, it drives me bonkers. It's just something about it. It's like, fuck. You're too lazy to, like, hold the seat until it touches the thing. Most people just slam them down. And if you have little kids, they're slamming seats down there. That's just what they do, right? Until they learn how to do it the right way. Because I was always taught, like, if, you know, like, let's say if I see this guy rolling down the street in an Enzo Ferrari, and I'm a hillbilly kid like I grew up, and I'm like, dude, that guy ripped someone off to get to that car. I've discounted anything that this guy's ever done. I have no fucking clue. I'm judging him based off of me. That's a pretty shitty thing to say about people if you genuinely don't know them. I'm not saying bad people don't have a lot of money. I'm just saying the majority of the people I know have a lot of money are not bad people. They've actually busted their tail. They've invented or created or have many employees, a lot of stuff they've put in, you know, like risked their lives and their families' financial futures to build these massive companies to get to where they're at. See, it's always interesting to me. People tell me how to manage employees that have no employees. People know how to grow a company that's never built a fucking company. They can't even do a goddamn lemonade stand for Jesus. For God's sakes, right? For Jesus' sakes. For God's sakes. You know what I mean? It's funny, people are telling me how to be a great husband when they're out cheating on their fucking spouse every night. It's interesting, people are telling me how to be healthy that literally are about to die tomorrow of obesity or whatever they're dealing with. See, the thing is, I'm very curious as to why we think we need to tell people what they need to do or not do. See, as you're trying to build this company, I'm going back to my partners, and I see these three people. I believe that, I hope they're good people. I'm having a talk with them this week. That's why I'm thinking about it. 101 before we cut them off. Because I want to help people. I want your money. I don't need your money when I have a partnership. Like, I only do work with great people. Sometimes people slip through the cracks as we get bigger. That's part of the process. And then but what we do is we eradicate issues instantly. As soon as we discover them, there's a protocol internally, and we cut off the cancer. It's not always easy. It's often costs money. Actually, every single time costs money. And then we look at our processes and procedures and systems and say, how did this individual get through? Again, curiosity. I'm curious as to what they said in the interview process. I'm curious as to what they said when they when they filled out the form. I'm curious what they said when they spoke to the team. What allowed them to get in this environment if they're such dickheads? I'm curious. I don't know about you, but I love to people watch. You see, I'm a VIP buyer. Always have, always will be. I was always that guy, like, if I can't go out and be VIP, I don't fucking go out, I stay home. Clearly, I'm not working hard enough because I can't afford VIP. So get your ass back to work. Period. But as I've evolved and my businesses have grown and now I have a decent amount of capital, I've pretty much can do anything VIP. Doesn't mean I do everything. I really don't do much. I want to hang out with my fam. But when we go to Disney, hired the VIP concierge service, that boom, they're in a van, they're taking you to the back doors and all that. That costs money. Great experience. We expedite. We buy back our time. I don't have to stand in a fucking 3-hour line. I literally walk in the back door and we're in there in 2 seconds. Pretty cool experience if you guys don't do that, if you go to Disney. But I'm curious as to why others don't do VIP. I'm curious as to why people are cool to stand in line. I'm really fucking curious as to why broke people hang out in fucking Black Friday lines for 10 hours, 24 hours, 36 hours to get the new PlayStation when they know goddamn well that their electricity bill's about to get shut off. I'm very ultra curious about that. I'm not saying everybody, but I know people personally that have done that. They literally are about to be foreclosed on, but yet in their brain, they have to be in line to have something to talk about to their broke-ass friends. Like, dude, I stood in line for 27 hours. They're bragging about standing in line for a long time. They're bragging about buying something and almost seeing a fight happen in front of them. They're bragging about this shit. And yet their kids are at home sleeping. Their spouse is at home doing whatever he's doing or she's doing. And they're about to lose their fucking house. I'm curious as to why this goes on. You understand that's the majority of the world, by the way. The majority of the world. Why do you think there's only 12 seats in first class and the rest are economy, the other 230? However many seats there are in these. There's only a small percentage that are fucking first class mentality. It took me a long time to figure this out. I've told you the story, but the story is real simple. I had a mentor, and he said, you fucking show up to my place without flying first class, you're not stepping in front of, in this door. Well, needless to say, I've never not flown first class or private since. See, when you understand, again, I was programmed that way. Dude, the plane's going to get there no matter what. The hell does it matter if you're in first class or an economy back by the shitter? Well, I can tell you right now, there's a lot different. One, just the way you feel. That alone should be worth it. I know it may sound shallow, but what the fuck ever it is, it makes you feel the best. You get stuck on that tarmac, you're eating in first class. Typically, they're serving drinks in first class. Economy's getting dick. I promise you that. I know, because I've been there. Everyone's telling me they got first class lifestyles, first class businesses, and everything they fucking touch and do is economy style efforts. Oh, it's no big deal. A higher C class, we're still going to get there eventually. Well, why not hire A class, pay more money, stop being a dick, stop being a micromanager, and hire someone better than you and get there faster? Well, because that would wreck your ego. That's why. See, when I'm hiring people, this is a true story. 15 years ago, I used to dress up in the suit, meet people at a fucking rented office space. Actually, 17 years ago. Meet them at what are those rented office spaces? Like, yes, you know, I'm a big shot and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, you're beneath me. Why the fuck should I hire you? You know, because we all seen Glenn Gary, Glenn Ross, all this shit. I'm going to take your job. I'm going to be the boss behind your desk. And, dude, I don't want that bullshit. That's what I thought it looked like, though. I didn't have podcast shows I could listen to. I didn't have books I could read like this back in the day to really learn how real business is done. And then I'd hire the individual. They show up and they fucking leave. You're sitting there wondering, Mark, why does everyone leave me? Mark, why do they literally they're here for 2 weeks and then they're gone. They don't even call and tell me they're gone. They're quitting. It's like because the common denominator is you. What are you doing on the front end that's having a terrible outcome on the back end? See, why do we think we can keep doing the same shit, expect a different result? How is it going to get better? I'm a genuine, for real, before it was cool, entrepreneur. Hyper entrepreneur. I'm involved in many, many different companies. I'm the entrepreneur that says I have nothing going on, and someone comes in my life, they're like, holy shit, how do you do all this? You can't hire a corporate style person, which I've tried many times. Trust me, I fucked this up many times. Hire corporate style people in an entrepreneur environment. It will not ever work in my experience unless you're drastically, massively upfront and saying, listen, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm fucking all over the place. And I need your help to help make our life, our job, our direction, and our clients' experience better. It's going to be chaotic. It's going to be frustrating. It's going to be overwhelming. But I can tell you this. If you stick in the fight with me, we're going to win because I'm a fucking winner. I have teams. I will hire people. And we will get to the top no matter what. What I'm trying to do is talk them out of the job. What the old Mark used to do is try to convince them to take the job so I could act like I'm a king ding-a-ling and say I got an employee under me. If I'm paying $60,000, $100,000, whatever a year. I don't tell people I can do anything. I don't know what the fuck. Here, I need your help. That's why you're here in front of me. I'm hiring you. I need your help. When you really surrender your ego and just know, you just know what you know, and just be genuinely upfront about it, something pretty amazing happens. The door opens wide up. Now listen, this is a true, I'm sharing real shit with you guys. I don't run organizations like, okay guys, today's pep rally is, you know what I mean? I have teams that do that. I'm not a day-to-day guy. I've tried it. I can't do it. And I let everyone down, including myself. Therefore, I've surrendered this activity because I run on emotion. I'm a very emotional guy. And if things aren't going well, I get emotional, and not everyone can handle that emotional warfare straight up. Because I'm not being a dick. I'm just talking passionately, which can be consumed as being a dick. It's like, dude, why the fuck aren't you closing these deals? Why the hell is this not getting done? What the hell is taking so long? Right? I'm that guy that I just said I don't want to be. And I'm not doing it in a disrespectful way. It's just my emotions get so excited. Dude, I'm already up at 4 o'clock. By the time we're doing these meetings at 9 a.m., I'm ready to tear people's faces off. And they're just getting up, right? So what I've done is be curious as to when is the best time to deliver the message, what is the best mechanism to deliver the message, and who could better deliver the message than me on a consistent basis by utilizing the best Mark Evans there is. See, I can implant into my team members, my COOs, etc., of how I think and what I'm thinking about. I'm talking to them for 10 or 15 minutes, maybe once a week. They're listening to these podcast shows and stuff. Like, they know how I function. This is not secrets, by the way. Just be real, be authentic, be genuine. I was talking with the guy, he's like, dude, I just can't hire an assistant. I was like, well, you're fucked then. If you can't hire an assistant, you can't hire anybody. Well, they seem to always leave me. And then he goes on to say, I give them everything. I don't see their value. If they're not working, I need to give them more stuff to do, blah, 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 blah. Really what he's doing is overwhelming the environment. Individuals can't get overwhelmed typically. And if they do, they just walk away. See, I'm not saying overwhelmed. Like, I'm talking like you can't throw 30 jobs on one person. See, the thing is, the old Mark was like, if I'm paying this fucker 50 G's, I'm going to get 250 G's out of this person. That's how I used to think. And then what I started thinking about is like, dude, my assistant, Kim, is an amazing individual. I could give two shits if she worked a minute a day or a minute a week or 100 hours a week. I don't care. She's a winner. She's a team player just like I am. I'm not counting minutes and hours. We're counting results. We're looking at results. Did we get the job done? Yes or no? Communication. I don't have to talk to my assistant every fucking day. Oftentimes, I don't talk to her for a week. She knows what needs to happen. I communicate with her through email, shoot her a text or email, and it gets done. We're on the same page. I'm not a micromanager. Fact. That's hurt me sometimes, but it's also, when I admitted it, it's helped me. Some people like to be micromanaged. I did have an individual work for us one time, for a decent amount of time, actually, and they just couldn't handle it anymore. And they said, I love you, Mark. I love the team. I love everything. I need someone more paying attention to me. Well, you're in the wrong job. I don't have time to think about paying attention to myself, let alone you. That means they want to be micromanaged. That means they need, very hardcore structure. Again, in an entrepreneur world, it's just her life changed a little bit. Some stuff happened, and she's just like, dude, I'm done. She was with us 3.5 years, 4 years. Amazing person. People change. Some people can't hack entrepreneurship. Actually, most people can't. See, it's about activities and actions. And you need to be thinking in your brain, if you're constantly having the same outcome, what are you doing on the front end to cause it? See, a lot of times, even in sales, people are like, dude, my close ratio is 2% and blah, blah. Well, my close ratio is fucking out the moon. Why? Because I have a filtering process that I use, right? But with that said, it took time for me of how I sell, of how I communicate, of how I present the offer. See, it's not necessarily what you say. It's how you say what you say. Too many people are not articulate. They're too busy worrying about, they're not paying attention to articulating their words, right? You're too worried about you, forgetting that there's an individual on the other side of that message. I truly do believe if you observe and experiment, next time you're getting ready to send that fucking email that's being a dick, pause, probably delete it or edit 90% of it, open it up with something positive, end it with something positive. Maybe just don't send the fucking message. Experiment with it. See if you pull the team closer or further apart. Every time you meet someone or communicate with someone, it's an opportunity to learn. Like, I know I talk a lot here, but typically I'm listening. The people around me aren't, they're way but smarter than I am. Why would I not listen? Not to say I won't have ideas. See, our job as a real entrepreneur is to listen to everyone's input and execute a decision. That's it. In my opinion, that's my job. That's what I get paid a lot of money to do. You're going to piss some people off on that execution. They're not going to see. What's interesting to me? Everyone's like, dude, no one sees what I see. Fuck, no one's ever seen what I've seen anyway, so I don't even think about that because I'm not there for them. I'm there for the bigger picture of what I see. They don't have to see it. They have to believe in it, that you see it, and they're willing to execute on it. I can transfer my belief through my experience, through my efforts. I'm not saying fucking walk into the cave. I'm saying, hey, follow me in the cave and let's do this shit. Too many people play in business. Very few in business. That's a fact. Thought audit on this shit. Customers are always having a problem. Well, on the front end, fix it. Can't hire an assistant? Well, you've tried 7 times. Try until you get it right, but edit the front end. Bring them in different. Scare them out of the job. I used to always get scared like, dude, I'm meeting someone and man, I hope they take the job. I don't give a fuck if they I'm actually trying not to get them to take the job because if they take it, they're qualified. I hope you understand what I just said. This isn't dating. I'm going in there and with all my bumps, bruises, and scars and everything else and revealing all up front. Some say it's vulnerable. I just call it being smart. Here's what the fuck I got going on. Can you help or can you not? I'm not looking for a friend. I'm not looking for a pen pal. I'm looking for someone that can get in here and get their, it's not roll up your sleeves. It's tear off your fucking sleeves. You can't even roll them up. It's so dirty in here. You got to tear your shit off and get to work. There's going to be long hours. There's going to be fun times. There's going to be crazy times and everything in between. But I can tell you this. We're going to change a lot of people's lives. We're going to make a lot of money for a lot of people, including yourself. Change your financial future. Blah, 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 blah. too many people are trying to not change people's financial future, try to overwork them and underpay them, and wonder why they can't get good help. Get curious. I see people in life that life is not I always say, some people are like that, it's not real, dude. Life is not hard all the time, 24/7. Some people just live a hard life because they are hard. They haven't gotten out of their own way. They haven't surrendered and said, I don't fucking know everything. I can't be everything for everybody. I need me time. This is the time to get selfish. Talk about it in me economy. You're pulling from too many ends. You're trying to be for too many people. You're trying to be for so many you can't even be for you. That's a problem. The struggle isn't always real. There's people that struggle. Listen, I'm losing money as I'm talking to you. I'm sure of it. I'm sure something's happening bad, but also a lot of great shit's happening. But we'll address it, and it's not a struggle. It's just a part of the process. Oh, dude, it's so hard out there. Is it? What's so hard? You got a fucking roof over your head. You got food in your belly. You got access to the internet. You can literally make money from your phone. You know that, right? And it's hard. Let's drop your ass off in Haiti. Let's just drop your ass off in another country where you can't do any of this bullshit. And let's see what really hard looks like. So I think the thing is, let's be straight up. Problem is, what's really hard is you're not hard on yourself. You're a fucking pussy. You know it. Everyone else knows it. They're just afraid to tell you that. It's the truth. You're a snowflake. You're a baby. You're better than that. If you're even listening to this show and even have an inkling of that bullshit, you got to snap out of it because it's never going to serve you. Ever. It does nothing for you. And if you don't want to change, stop trying to be an entrepreneur. And stop listening to the show because it's just going to agitate you. It's going to make the struggle harder for you and your brain. I want the best for everybody. It's like, it's interesting to me, people that are hating on people and all that. Dude, if you can go make $1 trillion, go do it. Good for fucking you. That inspires me, by the way. It doesn't hurt me. That inspires me. See, for some reason, we think the people making big money are fucking smarter than us. Typically, they're not. Oftentimes, it's the opposite. They're not smart. They're just fucking doing something, and they got inside something that they really excel at, and they're crushing it. I've never met a successful person that's never failed. Because what does failure mean? Thought audit. See, guys that I know like me that are rolling in many companies generating, tens of millions of dollars a month, we're not failing. We're constantly learning. We're tweaking. We're editing. We're moving. We're thankful we have another shot at it tomorrow. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for fucking allowing me the day today to go get this shit. Surrender. Hang up the bullshit. It's okay. Be vulnerable to your team. They already know you're full of shit already. Admit it and solve the problem. See, they know I will always, you can ask anybody on my teams, I will always shoot straight with you. The old Mark would fucking beat around the bush and hurt you, thinking I was helping you. Oh, Melissa, you're doing a great job. It's okay. No, Melissa, you fucked up. You know it. You know better. What can we do to rectify the problem and solve the problem? Solutions. What are they? Go. See, the thing is life is so short. Why are we beating around the bush? Tell them. Again, it's about delivery. It's about who. And again, you don't have to be as bold as me or someone else. Be you. Be the genuine you. Start learning how to be a better you, a better version of you, how to deliver at a higher level, live at a higher frequency. Let them know that you genuinely do care through your actions and your words and efforts. I'm curious why some people have massive followings and some people don't. Behind the scenes is what's going on, folks. Between the ears, I should say. If you can start getting that under control to the next level. I'm a peon, by the way. In the grand scheme of things, we're a dropling in the ocean. One speck of water in the ocean, right? One leaf in the forest. It just is what it is. But while we're on this planet, how do we impact a lot of people's lives? How do we change your life? The best way to change your life is to change other people's lives. Like I changed my life by creating a better toilet seat. For real. My life is better because of that. Sounds silly. It's true. It's one less thing that I don't get frustrated about. And that makes me happy. So, curiosity has made me a very wealthy, actually, semi-wealthy. I'm on the trajectory. I want to be stupid, filthy wealthy. I'm still getting curious. I'm actually, truth is, I'm probably more curious today than I was in the beginning because I know curiosity is a real thing. I know being curious does not kill the cat. It can make me more wealthy. I'm curious as to what makes you tick. I'm curious as to what kind of content is going to help you become a better person. I'm curious. Like, that's why I'm always asking you guys for feedback. I'm genuinely curious. I'm not just asking to be an asshole. I'm asking because I do care. I genuinely do. Unfortunately, sometimes I wish I didn't care as much because it drives me nuts. But it's who I am. Curiosity can make you wealthy if you harness the power of it and understand the meaning behind it. Start understanding how your customer experiences, your employee results are. Are they sticking around long term or are they not? Where are they hitting the bottlenecks? Do they need more hand-holding or do they need less hand-holding? Start being genuinely open to the front end. Like, the goal is not to have 150 people come to an interview. The goal is to have 5, with one high-level person that you'd want to hire. Like, truth is, I don't look for employees. I don't look for people that want a job, I guess. I want people that want a career. It's a big difference. It's a way different cadence because employees you're not typically investing in. I want to invest in people that want to have a massive career with me. I want them to have a better life, personal life. I want them to have nicer cars, nicer houses, bigger bank accounts, bigger financial futures. I genuinely do want that. I don't just talk this shit. I actually implement it. Maybe you don't see that from your side, but that is the truth. Anybody listening, because I do have people on my teams that listen to the show, they know it's true. I'm not the micromanager. I want the best for you. A lot of the conversations I have are helping my team become more financially free with all the money they're making with us. That's a fact. Helping them understand financial literacy at another level. Because listen, you can make a lot of money with us, but that doesn't mean you get to keep it. If you make it, I want to show you how to keep it. I want to show you how to grow it. I want to show you how to expand it. I don't need you to be here with me forever. I want you to do what you want to do and have to do as you grow into your life. What's interesting about this concept is they typically want to stay with you forever, if not longer, if not forever. Why? Why wouldn't they? I'm their friend and I want to do stuff with them. I genuinely do. So, anyways, that's the show for the day. Curiosity can make you wealthy, but are you using the curiosity to your advantage or disadvantage? Hey, make sure to get over and get the Me Economy over on Amazon.com. And please leave a 5-star review on Amazon and iTunes if you haven't done so already. I appreciate you guys being here. Please let me know what you're struggling with in your business, in your game of life. Where are you at? What are you struggling with? Hit me up on Instagram at Mark Evans DM and let me know what's up. Appreciate you guys being here. Hope you have an amazing day. Let's go kick some ass. So with that said, make today count. Boom!
I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. From a small town in Ohio, so I know how it is. Did not come from a lot of money. I remember as a kid, wanted to make 100 racks. Didn't see no one making more than that. Graduated high school with a 1.8. They should've held me back. I hope my principals and teachers are alive just to witness this. I'm my own boss. I'm out here running 2-8-figure businesses. I can walk away from it all and I'll be good, but I've been called to help people just like y'all learn the game. It's time to ball. Everybody Everybody chasing the money, but I'm not chasing the money. I'm out here chasing the purpose, yo, I've been working my whole life. What got us where we at isn't gonna get us where we wanna go. So it's time to push, time to learn, time to grow. I'm more Kevin's DM, I'm here to help and teach him what I know and how I did it, to discover freedom. There ain't no question more Kevin's when he step in the door. He's closing deals, it's time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker, I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at, it's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. I'm more Kevin DM, deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, DM project.
This is the podcastfactory.com.